The students out at the Southwest campus also get the opportunity to take part in field trips and join groups like We Unify. Elle also had a chance to catch up with the director of We Unify and some students to see how being a part of those kinds of groups really impacts their lives.
There's so many wonderful clubs and organizations that students can join here at Christian Academy Southwest. I'm joined by Leann Parker, the Director of Biblical Unity, and there are so many just great activities that your students can join in. So tell me a little bit about We Unify Club.
Boy, We Unify groups are such a fun thing because what we do is say that it's more than a phrase. Often we say something that we want to be, but we don't really put into practices that can lead us to doing it. So we've created these weekly lunchtime opportunities for students to come together and to strategize ways to show really Christ-like love toward each other and also the employees. We want teachers and students to have wonderful interactions. We want to create a culture of kindness, a culture of forgiveness, because sometimes we need to bounce back from things not going so well.
Right.
But we love hearing our kids' ideas about how they can go about making new friends, about reconciling with friends, about truly being together in this thing that we call, school.
Yeah.
We're not just a bunch of individuals going in different directions. We hopefully are people who are helping each other along the way in the journey. And that will obviously lead to great memories looking back at our school days rather than some of the nightmarish ones that we could have.
Right.
My name's Larry Anderson. I'm a 7th grader. I go to Cal Southwest. What I get from being in We Unify is, you can look at your life, the aspects of your life, and you can, really understand where you are and where you stand in helping people, helping others, and spreading the message of God. It just helps you, see, all right, what can I do to really spread the word to these people that I'm here for you? And then you can make a difference by just going up to someone and complimenting them. You can just help them out. If someone's down, if someone's just having a bad day, you can just go up to them and say, it's okay. That's enough to really just boost someone's confidence, and it just helps a lot.
Not only you get the students and the staff involved, but you also take field trips, which is so cool. And so tell me about that Berea trip that you guys went on.
So Berea, Kentucky, I'd never heard of it. I mean, it's southwest of here, small town. You wouldn't assume it to be a place that has rich history, especially in the area of race relations and being really a game changer. It's the place where John G. Fee started the first coeducational and interracial institute, which became Berea College. And I love seeing the students just eyes light up at, oh my goodness, that happened here. And so we just love seeing their interactions with each other and going from spot to see places where God used a man courageously to do some things that had never been done, because we're talking about pre-Civil War things that took place that certainly are positively consequential for us today.
My name is Short Grade Junior. I go to Cal Southwest and I'm in 8th grade. For me, I really liked the Berea trip. I think it was fun, not just the bus ride and Buc-ee's, but also being able to learn what it was like back then and how bad and segregated things were. It's we learned about John G. Fee and how he made the first interracial college, but also both gender college, because women, they didn't really have as much education back then, and neither did black people because they were slaves. So I liked how he did that, and it was really educational to see how things were back then and how much impact God does with other people if you let her have your life and take control.
So why is it so important for students to get involved in programs and clubs like this?
Well, nobody would be surprised to hear me say that, there's a lot of excuses to divide today. There are a lot of reasons for us to do this, but God's called us to do this. And He's called us to do this because our lives really are better together than apart. And we could just tell these students that, hey, it'd be a good idea for you guys to get along. Or we could go one step further and exemplify that, but also come together with them and give them strategies and tell them stories about how God's done it before and how He can do it again in their generation. We truly believe that they can be the best of humanity's existence when it comes to how they get along with each other, based on what we can learn from history, but also based on hopefully the inspiring opportunity they have to do something different with their lives now.
Yeah, and that's just going to move on in their lives, their kids, their grandkids. So it all starts right here, right? It does. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about all the different clubs and organizations here at Cal, go to caschools.us.